I overlined my lips. Everyone's doing it, so I thought I'd try it. I don't hate it. Hey, welcome to another workout video. Look, we're doing another coffee chat, okay? We're just doing it because I really enjoyed it last time. I enjoyed talking to you guys in the comments, and I have an agenda this time. I'm gonna put the workout here. If you just wanna skip ahead, I totally get it. Otherwise, so I teach this local barre class, and we work out, and then we circle up and we stretch and we like talk about our lives. Imagine that. And I don't know how YouTube works for this. I don't know if it's gonna be conducive to this sort of thing, but I thought I'd try it. Here's what we're gonna do. I want you to tell me what is something that's going on in your life that's sort of like maybe not that great, and then something that's great. And it's a lot to ask you to share that, but I'm gonna go first, so break the ice. I stopped nursing my youngest baby. She's not a baby anymore. She's over a year old. A few weeks ago, and I have been depressed a little bit. Like for the last year and a half, have been getting up at 4 a.m. I get up to work out. I work on side hustles and projects, and I just like don't want to get out of bed in the morning. I just have like apathy towards everything. You know, sometimes you're just in a funk. I'm not like worried about it. I just don't really remember this happening with my first one. Like, is there a hormonal shift that happens after you stop nursing that just sends you for a ride? But I'm just kind of down and a little bit irritable. I just want to put a blanket over my head and sit in a dark corner. I just want to hide and internalize. So there's my like negative thing. On a positive note, me and my husband were able to do something in the last month that is gonna further our long-term goals, and I will post the living crap out of that on here. I'm gonna document everything around that because it's gonna be probably the highlight of what I do with my life, but I'm not gonna talk about that yet, so that's so annoying. I hate when people are vague online, but I just feel like I'm able to have long-term vision, like bigger than I ever dreamed possible, and so I'm really excited about that. So it's weird that you can be in both places at once, right? One of my personal training clients last week, she was reading me like this meditation prompts from a book that she's going through, and it was like, as you're going through new stuff, as stuff comes onto your plate and in your life, you have the urge to panic and freak out and like stress and feel your heart rate going up, and instead, just tread water and take a second. Just take a second and figure out where you are. Like, just live there for a little bit. And I've been thinking about that all week. I have a really high in my life and then kind of a low. It makes me feel really moody and all over the place, and probably that's hormones, but rather than freak out, try to solve it, I'm like, okay, this is where I am. So maybe this is why I'm like, can we just talk about our feelings on here? Do you feel comfortable sharing, like, what's going on in your life? Do you have something cool that happened? Even if nobody else comments, I will comment. So if there's anything that you feel like putting out into the abyss, whether it's good or bad, let me know. I would love to connect with you. We need to share as women, as people, you know, whoever this is watching. And we're gonna get to a workout eventually. Equipment, should we talk about that? Are we done talking about emotions? Maybe, I think so. Get yourself a cup of coffee. I didn't realize until now that maybe you see. Look at this mug. Okay, so I made this for Dan for Father's Day, and he's a great looking man. Looks great without a shirt on. But every time I look at this mug, all I can see is his nipple. That's just all I see. There it is. There it is. So anyway, get yourself some caffeine. I'm gonna use a pair of, I think I'm gonna use 8-pound weights today to add a little more pizzazz. And that's it, 8-pound weights or 10 pounds, between 5 and 10, okay? Get your caffeine, and let's get into this workout. Comment your feelings if you can, if you want to. I would love it. Okay, let's go. All right, let's do this. This is a full body workout, just like the title suggests. 5 to 10 pound weights. Let's get started. So with your right arm, I want you to start a nice big windmill circle to the beat of the music if you can. I like this hand on the cord just to kind of add some stability and awareness to the center. Reverse. Just let it swing. We just want to warm up that joint before we get into a little bit of shoulder work. Reverse, or sorry, other eye. Swing. Take some nice deep breaths. You're trying to encourage yourself that you want to work out right now, right? Reverse. Back, back, back. Inhale, exhale. Grab your weights right away. You can shake out your arms. We're gonna start with a nice big rotational row. So with the palms facing one another, as you row, the palms will turn to the ceiling. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. If you were nice and slow, just bring your awareness to your shoulders and your shoulder blades. Finding some power in the back of the body. A little bar pulse squeeze. So we're gonna start small and then get a little bigger. Nice, like half-inch, maybe inch range of motion, a little bit bigger. So think about coming halfway down, pull with some oomph, and then all the way full range of motion if you can, if you don't feel too frantic there. 4, 3, 2, classic bar triplet up. 1, 2, 3. Now with this supinated grip, with the thumbs open, you're gonna get some more bicep here, which is nice. Pull and hold, squeeze. Inhale and exhale. Pull your belly button to your spine. Back to that pulse, 8, 7. So I'm gonna turn and face you. Rather than palms forward, let's do palms facing, elbows right by the sides, open and close. So I'm still pitched forward, trying to get that rotation in the upper arm. The humerus. And I feel like a little pinch on the outside of my shoulders. Same thing, but we're just taking it up to stand. 2 more here. Just feel that opening through the front of the shoulder. Now we're just gonna draw a nice big square. So you're gonna open nice and slow, push the elbows up to a goalpost position, bring it into the center, and back down, a little faster. Here we go, core is tight, shoulders are down, we're feeling calm. Open, out. Now we're gonna try to go a little faster. Try not to chop it up too much. This is kind of tricky. Think about making a big circle with your elbows. 3, 2, good. 1, back to the rotation, so we'll come down, out and in. Recenter, regrip. Man, that extra few pounds makes a difference. Let's reverse that square. So we're gonna go in and up, out and down. Wow. Whew. This is hard for me. In and up. That's why it's important to grab something challenging, like a weight or a heavier band. Same thing, a little faster. Try to swim out and around with the shoulders. Out and around. Good. 3 more. 2. Last one. Good. All right, load the weights to your shoulders. Nice Demi plie. Long tailbone. Right arm goes press. Left arm. So I want you to get a little bit more isolated here. Focus your brain right into the anterior deltoid here as you squeeze. A little faster. Press. I'm not focusing on straightening my elbows all the way. I'm just punching the ceiling. Oh, it burns. 8, 7. Try not to lean back. I see this with a lot of people. All right, both arms up for 2. Exhale, push. 2, down for 2. 2 more slow. Wow, you guys. I hope someone here is doing it with 10s and owning it, because this is hard with 8s. A little faster. Single. Press, bend. So my tendency is to really tense up through the neck. I'm trying my best to stay relaxed and calm. 4. Exhale. Tighten that core. 2. We're gonna do that same pulse. Doesn't have to get to the ceiling. 8, 7. So I'm punching up as high as I can. 4, 3, 2. Back to the rows. So a little break moment here to just take a nice simple narrow row. Now that's gonna act as a stretch for the front of your shoulder. Double time. So it's really a good idea to alternate a push with a pull movement. If you're programming for yourself, that is always a good scenario. Again, we're going to go to that bar triplet, elbows up, 2, 3. I'm not going all the way straight. I'm trying to maintain the contraction in the back of the body. Pull and hold. Exhale, 3. 2 more, 2. Good. All right, 8 pulses, and we're back to the shoulders to do a different orientation. Maybe you can hinge over a little more, get those elbows a little higher. 2, 1. Okay, so weights back to the shoulders. We're gonna start open. Single arm, right arm, press. And think about making an arc to the center. If I were to think about pressing straight up, see how it goes out to the side? Press it, center. A little faster. Push, push. Don't be afraid to breathe weirdly. 10, 9. Try to straighten your elbow, but not snap it or lock it. Okay, oh man, both arms up for 2. Down for 2. Try to relax the neck. 2 more slow. I think the slow ones are the hardest. You can't use momentum. A little faster, 8 more done. 8, down. 7, 6, 5. Try to keep the chest wide, the shoulders broad. 2 more. 2, 1, and release. Good. While we're staying in the shoulders, set your weights down. We're gonna come to a nice downward dog position. Turn your fingers in a little bit, hips are up, heels to the ground, and I want you to look down underneath you to look at your shins. Crown of the head is gonna go down to the floor as the elbows go wide. Down to the floor, elbows wide. So 2 more slow. You're trying to keep your shoulders away from your ears and just lower like a little triangle. Head to the floor, booty to the sky. 8 singles, down, press, 7, 6. I'm just looking at my shins, trying to keep my booty high, my head to the floor. 3, push, 2, good. Last one, no break if you can manage it. Come forward to a nice high plank position and take a nice deep breath. How you doing? Are you feeling amazing? Okay, hips up for 2, down for 2. Let's stretch out the shoulders a little bit while continuing to challenge their stability. A little faster if you can. Push. Feel dynamic here, powerful, but also long. 4, 3, 2, hold in high plank. Shoulder taps, these are nice and slow. Tap, switch. Now check yourself, be a stickler. I don't want any twisting. A little faster. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. One more set, nice and slow, just 4 times. 4, 3, 2. No shifting. Really keep yourself accountable. 8 quick. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. We're gonna lower to the forearms if you can. No break. Down we go. Hold. All right, run it out. Right knee tap, left knee tap. Right and left, double time, 16. Do your best not to rest. My shoulders are on fire. Little hip dips to the finish. You just have 8, 7, 6. We're dropping the knees after this for a little rest. 3, 2, 1, knees down. Oh. Okay, we're gonna flip it over and hit a tricep set. So grab your weights. I'll face this way. Get comfy, feet flat, arms overhead. Let's start with the weights together. Bend to 90 degrees, drop the shoulders down. See if you can open the armpits a little bit. Up an inch, down an inch. Little lift, little lower. As you push up, can you tighten through your abdominals and your belly button? You don't have to smash your low back into the floor. Neutral spine is fine. Just an awareness down. There. Singles all the way up, all the way down. Now I have the tendency to swing a little bit with a little bit of this heavier weight. So I'm gonna try not to do that. Double check that on you as well. 2. Hold it 90 degrees, you guys. Flatten your feet, walk them a little closer to your glutes. We're gonna bridge. Hips up, hips down. Try to keep your weights just hovering above the floor. 3, down, 2 more. We're gonna come back to that single skull crusher with the hips. Everything push, bend, press, bend. Good, keep going. Keep the shoulders down. Keep your mindset positive. 2 more, 2. Good, arms drop to 90 degrees, hips stay up a little bit, 16 pulses. Booty and weights. Squeeze, drop your shoulders, relax your face. 10, 9, hips up. 8, 7, 6, feels like my arms and my triceps are gonna fall off. 3, 2, 1. Set your weights to the side again. Oh my God. Flip over, tricep push-ups. I don't even know if I can support my weight right now. Yay. Narrow grip, elbows hug tight, tops of the thighs down for 2. Down we go. And push. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm feeling a little weak today, and I think that's okay to admit. Down for 2. All right, 8 singles, do your best. Take it down and up. To be honest, I'm going about halfway down. So all I can do today. 4 more. Try to bring your hips with you. I don't want to see that booty back. 2. Let's stay down for a little set of pulses. Wrap the elbows back and around. 6, 5, 4, 3. This creates good stability and strength through the shoulders and the elbows and the wrists. Woo, push it back. Okay, nice job. We're gonna incorporate a little bit of biceps in through thighs, so let's go ahead and stand up. You just need one of your weights. Okay, so for now, weight to the hip. We're gonna start a little bit of just basic demi plie. Heels together, toes apart. Drop it down and stay. Roll your shoulders back, little demi plie, classic. Use this chance to catch your breath a little bit. You can always pause the video, but I think it's good to just keep going. I'm going. I want you to do it with me. 2 more. 2. Okay, little easy bounce, nice and light. I'm gonna walk my inside foot forward to like a little fourth position. So it's just a split stance. Now you can play here if you want turned out legs or a little more parallel. It's gonna have to do with how your knees feel. One plie, one little tuck. Plie, squeeze your booty. Plie, squeeze your booty. Give me a little balance check just to make sure your weight is evenly between the feet. 3, 2 more. All right, so we're gonna stay low. Find that little plie again down. Palm is gonna face the body. Single upright row as we plie, stretch, plie, stretch. I'm gonna ask you to straighten your knees all the way, which is something that we don't always do in a typical barre class. And just to be candid, I'm pretty insecure or self-conscious about the tops of my knees. Weirdly enough, I just share that because we all have our things. Every time I straighten my knees, I'm just aware that there is skin there. So the reason I'm saying that is because it makes me feel better when other people share their insecurities. Little pulses, just 8 of them. We're just halfway up with that elbow. So that's fine. Okay, now I feel completely exposed. Take a deep breath, drop and stay, low demi plie. Flip your palm up, bicep curl, and release. We're giving the thighs a moment to just isometrically hold, which is gonna get us in a second. Curl, and release. Single counts with the arm if you can. Curl, and release. So just to reiterate, we're opposite arm and leg. If I'm using my right leg, my left leg is forward, vice versa. 2 more. So all we're doing is adding a deepening of the demi plie. We're gonna go halfway up, all the way down with the arm. The legs stay bent. We're just doing that demi plie. Little pulses, get low. 8, 7, 6. So all we have to do is upper range, full range to finish, and we're switching sides. Here we go, up, halfway down. Think of squeezing like the meaty part of your bicep here. Pulse it out. 8, 7. Now for a challenge, you can take a balance here. I'm gonna take to the opposite hip. Full range of motion, 8, and we're done. Plie, stretch. 7, 6. Try to find your balance. 4, 3. As deep and as low as you can go. 2, last one. Good. So release your weight. Let's do a little bit of releve in between. I need a sip of water. I have no water in here. Just a little bit. So let's face your surface. First position. We're gonna lift and lower. I'll turn around and face you in a second. Lift, lower. Right now you just get to stare at my butt. Lift, lower. So let everything kind of calm down right here. 2 hands on the bar for you. A little faster. For me, it's really easy to tilt my pelvis forward. So tilt it backwards. Squeeze your body. Your body. I was gonna say booty and butt. Your body. Squeeze your body. All right, little pulses. Take a press. Press. This is where we're going to find a little balance if possible. Perhaps we're taking arms to first position. Press and hold. Find your balance. Press and hold. Press and hold. Ooh. Press and hold. Okay, back to those pulses. Arms overhead if you can. 16, 15, 14, 13. Find your balance. Lock it in. This is to recenter you. Just a short set. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Good job. Stretch your quads for a second. Grab your weight. We're going to the other side. Just step on around. Okay. First position, same thing. Bring it in. Give me that little demi plie. Demi. Stretch. So I'm going to be at a different angle. Maybe I should go over here. No, that feels too far away. All right, we'll be right here. Back to that little plie, down, down. Immediately walking the other foot, the inside foot, forward. One plie, one little tuck, same thing. Plie, down. Feel like this is massaging your organs. Plie, down. Plie. Give me a few little tucks here, just feels nice. 8, 7, roll your shoulders back. 5, 4. So we're gonna bring the weight to the center again. Find that little plie, upright row, stretch, upright row. And just commit, I'm just gonna commit to straight knees. I know I got the saggy knees, and it's all good. Plie. I'm learning to find confidence in that. That's why I've been wearing shorts more, because my legs are something that I'm a little bit self-conscious about, and I wanna just blast that little insecurity out of the water. All right, little pulses just halfway up. 8, 7, 6, 5. Nice little bounce. 4, 3. I still hold in the legs. Ready? Flip the palm up. Curl for 2. Drop for 2. A little faster. Curl. Nice. Curl. Make sure your toes are happy. They're on the floor. 4 more. 4. 3. 2 more. We're gonna add that plie as we do the bottom range of motion. So only halfway up with the arms, the arm. Stretch. Kind of hard to coordinate that, to get deep in the legs and only halfway through the arm. I'm kind of going through it. Little pulses. I think I need to drink more water and less coffee. It's making me feel like crap. Adult choices. All the way up, halfway down, plie. Good, focus on the belly of the muscle. Contract, release, contract. 4 more. 4. You're still not straightening your legs, that's for the end. 2. All right, 8 little pulses. 8, 7. I think you're gonna like booty work today though, because I like it. Okay, full range of motion if you can. Plie, stretch. Take that little balance. If you're able, inside hand to hip. 4 more. Oh my gosh, my bicep just stopped working. 3, 2 more, we're done. 2, 1, release. Ah! Push over your toes if that feels okay for you. All that Demi point flexion, it's actually really helpful to mobilize those metatarsals and your toe joints, but too much of it can feel kind of stiff. So if you can push over your toes, take that. All right, shake it out. I'm gonna stay in real time, and we're gonna start our seat work, or booty, back of the leg stuff. I lied as far as equipment. You just need a chair, excuse me, and something to put your feet on for a little hamstring bridge in between sets, okay? I'm gonna go on an angle. I'm gonna start with my right leg forward and standing on it. You need a sturdy surface. So I'm gonna pull on my rig. A kitchen counter is ideal. A little bit of turnout on that supporting leg. Tendu back, and then you wanna sit back, weight in the heel, so I would fall over if I let go. Slide it back for 2. Back, 2, up, 2, back. So the idea here, what we're doing is gliding the toe about an inch above the floor, like someone is pulling your foot into the center. Stay at this tempo. You're really back on the heel. Try not to come up to a straight knee and lock it. Instead, I want you to almost tuck your hips under like that. Out for 2. I'm hinging over a little bit to complete a nice long line through the crown of my head. All the way up, halfway in. Up, pull. I'm thinking about just tucking my hips forward. We are trying to find the supporting leg glute. Back, little in. 2 more. 2, keep the weight back in the heel. Lift and lower the back leg. Up, down. So my challenge to you is stay low in that demi plie on the supporting leg. Little pulses. 8, 7. We're gonna repeat this with the leg high. So you're gonna pull back like someone has grabbed your foot. Here we go. Out, 2, in, 2. It's only the hips that are coming behind you and back underneath you. Back, 2. Try to keep that toe kind of on a similar level. All the way out, halfway in, single counts. All the way out, halfway in. Think about tucking the hips under, out. Shoulders are down, neck is long. 4, really stretch through the body. 2 more. 2. Okay, now we combo everything together. We're gonna take it up with the leg And then as you come in, drop the toe down. Back for 2, out, 2, in. So as the leg lifts, we're sitting the hips back and then bringing everything under, trying to get that contraction around to the glute. A little faster. Back, in. And you can whack the leg a little bit, but I don't want you to lose the connection, especially as you come in that. 4, 3. Use that stretch in your back. 2. Now stay back as far as you can. Back an inch, down an inch. So all I'm doing is deepening. As you come in, can you wrap this glute in and around? Like you're tucking your hips forward. Yeah, a little squeeze. 2. Okay, last thing, you guys, sit back 16 pulses. 16, 15. So my pelvis is shooting back, but my leg is also reaching higher, you guys. 8, 5, stretch and reach. 3, 2, 1, and release. Cross your working leg, your supporting leg over for a little stretch. So here's where you need your chair. I'm just gonna come over here and grab my bench. All I want you to do is put your heels on your chair. If your chair is not padded, you might want to put a little pillow or something there. This is like the intermission, okay, for our 2 sides of that standing arabesque. So heels, 90-90 if possible. Bridge for 2. Think about spinal articulation for this first few rounds. Down for 2. Oh, I have lotion on my heels, and they're sliding. Woo. Exhale. Shorten that up, single, so less articulation. I just think about pulling my sit bones toward one another. One swift movement. Ooh, the lotion really adds something spectacular to the resistance level. Hold up and just stay. Drive your heels down through your chair. You can also do this flat on a wall. That's all you have. Up an inch, down an inch. Squeeze. Now I would invite you to get really focused in the backs of your legs. You are putting as much work as you can down through the heels and then pulling in and up with the sit bones. 4 more slow. Squeeze. Squeeze. Hips high, but not in order to engage the back. That didn't make sense. Sorry, I'm really engaged in my hamstrings. Talking is hard. Okay, little pulses. Here we go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. All we have left is little kicks to the ceiling. So stabilize your hips, right leg. Reach, set it down. Oh my gosh, reach, set it down. So I'm thinking like a little can-can. I'm just pointing each toe to stretch straight to the ceiling. We're looking for stability through the pelvis. All right, 16 pulses and we're all done. 16, close your eyes, relax your shoulders, your forehead, your jaw, your face, your neck. Tight booty though, tight hammies. 8, 7, 6. 3, 2, 1, and release. Oh, I tell you, if you are really going for the hamstrings, holy moly. Okay, a little stretch out. We're gonna try to stand up right away. Do you feel like standing up right now? Or do you feel like taking a nap right here on the floor? I could take a nap. But we're not gonna do that. Okay, so I still roll to the side after having babies and being pregnant. That's a great modification if you want to protect your core. Okay, other side. I'm going to go in the same direction with the other leg, so don't let that fool you. Left leg forward, slight turn out. Back foot, just about an inch off the floor. We're going to glide. Back for 2, in for 2. Back for 2, in for 2. You have to play with where your supporting leg is, how close you want it to what you're holding on to. Back, in. Get that sense of pulling back with your hips, like I just appeared in your room, grabbed you from the pelvis, and pulled it behind you. A little faster. All the way out, halfway in. Find your sit bones, pull them together. Out, in. Try not to round your shoulders or drop your chin too far. 2 more. 2. Good. Find your balance over the supporting leg, lift and lower that working leg. So I'm going to back up just a skosh. Lift, lower. Okay, long, long leg. Stretched. 2 more. Okay, we got a few pulses here. Try not to come too far forward. I still want you pretty far back on that supporting leg. Here we go, back for 2. Leg stays at arabesque if you can manage it. It's just like your pelvis got pulled behind you. Back, in for 2. Picture the wrap as you come in. Engage that glute. Squeeze it. Back, 2, in. I need 2 more slow. Just feels right. Back, lift the leg or just keep it straight on that imaginary line behind you. Singles all the way out, halfway in. Out, squeeze. Now I definitely feel my right side because we already worked that side. It's definitely on. So as that leg is in the air, yes, I feel it still. That's normal. Okay, combo, ready? Back for 2, back, 2, bring it in and tuck. Try to breathe deeply. We're thinking calm, in control thoughts. Back. All right, singles, here we go. Pull back, lift and squeeze. This leg feels completely different. Down. 4, 3. Now this is gonna be hard to get through this finish. 2, stay, don't rest. Come on, little plie. Back, little in. Woo! I'm getting the back grab a little bit. My leg I know is really low, but I'm trying to use the glutes and not the back as much as possible. 2 more, 2. Okay guys, come on, 16 little pulses. 16, 15. And notice how low my leg is. I'm getting that back cramp in here, which is normal. It's not worth it to me to lift my leg too high. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, that was no joke. Stretch your supporting leg first. We'll stretch both sides. So I just want to use myself as an example. That side, I really felt it creep from the glute up here into that mid back. It's called your quadratus lumborum. It's like the flank, your flank. And that's part of your deep core. So don't ignore that. It's not bad if that kicks in, but we're just kind of moving from the glutes into there. That means it's just taking over. So just take an extra moment to stretch that. That usually comes back in no time after you do a little more bar. All right, it's time for abs. Let's finish strong. We're gonna do lots of leg stuff here. First, we're gonna focus on like the top few abs. Feet flat. I want you to think about ribs and how they open and close. So I'm gonna take one hand to my ribs, one hand to my head, and I'm just gonna exhale and contract. Inhale, open. Exhale, contract. Inhale, open. So I'll move my hand in case you wanna watch. Inhale, open. I am letting my pelvis arch and tuck just a little bit, but I'm trying to keep the focus up here. Exhale, pull and hold. Little open. Pull and hold. All we're doing is getting your brain into the muscles, teaching those ribs to close. Pull and hold. Now keep that little knit right there. Tiniest curl. Up for 2, down for 2. Now this is another example of how you do something is more important than what you do. Have you done crunches before? I bet you have. Have you done crunches like this before? Maybe not, a little faster. I am doing the tiniest crunch. I'm feeling like only my ribs pulling together is allowing me to crunch. It makes me shake like crazy. Little pulse at the top, squeeze, squeeze. So just keep your elbows wide. Try to think of that rib cage sliding down to the pelvis. 4, 3, 2, 1. A little faster. Up, 2. By faster, I mean slower. I'm sorry, guys. Exhale, 2. So we're going back to the slow tempo. I want you to start to try to get a little bit bigger in your range of motion. It's hard for me. A little faster. Exhale. Keep your focus on your ribs. I have to close my eyes and able to really connect. Pull the ribs together, slam them like a gate, slamming shut. 8 little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5. We're gonna take this up a notch to a little kickstand position. So rest your neck for a moment. I'm gonna come up to the elbows. I'm gonna show you a trick here first. Tuck your belly in your pants. That's what I had to do. That wasn't the trick, by the way. If your elbows are back here, you're gonna sit in your shoulders and you're gonna miss what we're doing through the core. So open, walk through, bringing your elbows towards your hips, where you're almost not even having any weight on your elbows. That's where you want to be. I want you to play here. Exhale and pull your tailbone under, like you're a dog, tucking your tail. Release. Release. Again, this is slow and deep work. Release. Pull your ribs together. A little faster. Exhale. Pull. So I'm focusing less on the release, more of the pull. I'm cueing my elbows going forward every time I pull my pelvis back to create more tightness here. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, so I want you to lift your right elbow up, set it down. Try not to move. Left elbow. Up for 2. Pull the ribs back. A little faster. Right arm, left arm. So sweep your elbow forward. A little faster. Switch, switch. You can think about like this pumping the ceiling. I just don't want this. See the difference? Obviously, you're not gonna do that. 7, 6, pull those ribs back and down. 4, try to get both elbows off at the same time. Ready? Exhale, curl, lift, bring it back up. Bring it back in. You feel those top abs? Holy moly. Up, down. One more, you're gonna roll halfway back. Stay right here. Little curl, up an inch, down an inch. So I'm gonna cross the hands over the chest. I'm pulling my elbows towards my thighs. 4 more, 4. Maybe you can roll down a lot farther than me. 2 more, 2, 1, and release. Come up first, open and arch through your back. We're gonna get our low abs, and that's really it for class today. I'm gonna offer the option of hands underneath your tailbone. That helps me a lot in supporting my back for some of this. If you want to be a little more advanced, take your hands out, or to be super advanced, hands behind the head. My hands are going underneath. Let's start with just toe drops. So first, of course, has to come the belly button to the spine. Really hold everything tight. Okay, right foot, drop, lift. And you are welcome to go slower than the video. What I want you to start feeling in your own body is as you feel the weight from your leg or legs going away from your midline, that you're actually pulling your belly button in and up. Good. A few more here. 3. Now I'm gonna flex my feet to go with both legs. It just helps me. Down for 2. Down. 2. Up. And again, as my legs go away, I'm pulling in and up through the abs. 2 more slow. In and up. I've been doing these more and they're getting better, slowly but surely. A little faster if you can. Down. Good. So we're gonna add a progression. Let's stretch the legs to the ceiling. Let's do a little reverse curl. And your legs can be straight or slightly bent. Play with it and see what works best for your body. Again, I don't want a lot of movement, so even just a deepening of the abs is good. Now we're gonna ignore the music and we're gonna go down into the reverse curl. The reason I'm having you ignore the music is because you might have to go slow. Sometimes when we add that leg drop, we just throw it away. See, if I go to the music, I can do it, but I'm engaged through my core. No! So be a stickler. A few more. Good. 1 more. A little moment to hug the knees to the chest. I'm gonna give you a little ab stretch just for a second. We're gonna finish with something that I've been obsessed with lately. It's a move that I've never done before. I mean, like in addition. We've all done bicycle crunches, right? The twist, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Well, we're gonna do that with a reverse curl on each leg. It's killer. So I just needed to give those hip flexors a moment. So workshop this with me. If we're doing bicycle crunches, we got that. So give me a few. Hands behind the head, legs at table to start, opposite elbow to opposite knee. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, just to get the feel. And then we're gonna add that little crunch. So pick a side. I'm gonna curl, keep that position, throw the leg up, reversed curl, lower the leg, switch. That's ultra slow, but there we are. Switch, curl, down, switch, curl, down, switch. switch. Not super musical here. If you feel like you can speed it up, please do, but I'm still mastering this, and it is so good if you're keeping in your control. Okay, one more each side. Oh my gosh, one more. Okay, bicycles to finish, let's go. 16, 15, 14, 13. We're stretching after this. 8, 7. Put that little cherry on top of your workout. 4, 3, 2, 1, and just relax for a second. Give me a nice X here. Can we rib cage breathe for a moment? So you can take your hands to the sides of your ribs if you want, or no hands at all. Think about opening your ribs and breathing all your lungs sideways. Take a few, and as you inhale, hold it. One more. Just love how that re-oxygenates the body. All right, we're gonna flip it over again. Punch your hands in your knees. Let's do some spinal undulation. This is different than cat-cow. So we're gonna start at the nose and the head. We're gonna tuck the chin in and try to start from the top of the spine through the thoracic, lift the belly button, and then the tail is the last to tuck under. And you're gonna reverse starting at the same end. So look up and then retract the shoulders, lumbar, sacral unfolds. A few more times. This is subtle, so you gotta get into your body a little bit. Chin to chest, pushing your hands. Tailbone's the last to round. Come up from the head, looking up. Helps get you really locked into the center of your body, which is nice. We're gonna reverse, so start at the tailbone. Tuck your tailbone under your pelvis, lumbar, thoracic, cervical, chin tucks. Unfold from the tailbone. Glutes untuck. That one's hard for me. Head is the last thing to arrive. One more time, starting from the tail. This is subtle, but it's just a nice way to cool down. Bring your focus inside yourself. Rounding. Chin is the last thing to go. Unfold, tailbone out. Lengthening. Through the head. Woo! Good. Give me a nice arch and a nice round, and then push forward again through for the hips. So a few options for the spine. You can look side to side. You can twist a little bit. I'm gonna have us come down to like a little, what is this from yoga? Is this Sphinx? No, not Sphinx. Cobra? I'm sorry. I don't do a lot of yoga, so if you do, please correct me. Shoulders back, push into your hands, push up, squeeze your butt. We're gonna do 5 of these. Lower down. Inhale at the bottom. Shoulders back. You spend a lot of time with your spine? Probably not. The older I get, the more I'm reminded how important that is. You don't want disc issues, back pain. So hold that last one, just stay. Look up as far back as you can. Good. Lift through your abs. I'm just gonna take a very basic stretch here. Right leg forward into a lunge, drive your hips forward, tuck your chin down, holds. Deep breath through the body. Close your eyes if you can. I'm not doing anything exciting that you have to look at the video for. Get a sense for your body. How are you doing today? Mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the things. Gentle push back through the hips, just a very simple hamstring stretch. I'm gonna come to the fists and try to open my chest. Flex and point the front ankle. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. From here, we're gonna tuck the back toe and pop up to a long triangle stretch. I'm driving through my back heel and pushing a little bit down through the front foot. If this is too much, you can pull the legs in and come up to the shin. It's a great modification. We're gonna slide out to a split or an attempt at a split. If you're like nowhere near that, or that's a scary thing, come down to your knee, and you're just gonna slide your foot out a little bit as the hamstring allows. Otherwise, what can we do here? Takes me a second these days, that's for sure, to get into a split, so don't rush it. I don't think I'm gonna get all the way down today. We'll see. Nice deep breath. Woo. Hands to the inside of that front leg, whatever position you're in, circle the leg around and just switch legs. That's how we're doing today. Nice and easy. Find your lunge, drop your chin, close your eyes, deep breath. On the second side, what do you find? Are you tight? Are you feeling good? Are you so super pumped to have this day ahead of you? Or done with, I don't know when you're doing this workout. Good, push back, elongate the hamstring. Open through the chest, try to pull your shoulders back. Remember those rows we did at the beginning? Take everything you do, whether it's this workout or a different workout, try to take what you do with your physical movement into the rest of your day. That's what I love so much about movement and exercise. It teaches you the mental discipline, the breathing, the stress management to get through hard stuff. Tuck your back toe, we're going to that long triangle stretch. Whatever modification you took on the other side, if you took one. Breathe through your muscles. And out we go to whatever variation of split or hamstring stretch or lunge or something totally different that you want to do. Oh, weirdly enough, my left leg is better than my right leg today. Good. Stay long enough to allow your muscles to change a little bit, to open, to release. It's worth it if you have that moment. And then just roll and have a seat on your booty. Soles of the feet together. Grab your ankles, open your chest, close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. Tuck your chin down, rolling through the spine again, just nose to toes. Nice even stretch here. Right hand to right ankle. I love this stretch. If you also got your low back kind of grabbing during that arabesque booty set, extravaganza, this is gonna feel really good to lengthen through the torso. Other side. Good. If you didn't comment yet at the beginning of the video what's going on in your life, now would be an awesome time to do that if you feel like sharing. We're just gonna cross the legs and take a little breath finish. One hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. We're not being super woo-woo. I just want you to feel, I don't know, like the life in you. I love doing this when I wake up, when I go to bed. I just have one hand on my chest, one hand on my belly. Just take some nice deep breaths. Close your eyes. I guess I just like that it reminds me that I feel really alive here. Like I'm laying hands on myself. As I breathe, I'm like, wow. I'm this incredible living being, and I'm capable of probably a lot more than I think I'm capable of. You too. And it's just incredibly grounding to feel that. Cool. Thank you so much if you made it to the end with me. Yeah, I just really appreciate your time. I like doing this a lot, so thanks for watching. If you made it all the way, comment lip liner. That's gonna be the code word. Okay, enough chatting. I'm out. Have a wonderful rest of your day.